Hello? I can't hear you. What the hell just happened? Hold on. I know what happened. It's on my end. Don't worry about it. I'll figure it out. We'll get to it eventually.
Facebook user, what do you give this movie?
Fucking 10.
Everybody comments. Fucking 10. Let's put it.
Is that what everybody said? Everybody giving this one a 10 today?
Well, I got a 9 so far.
Okay.
James gave it a 9. I gave it a 9.5. Those two gave it a 10.
I'm just so stingy with 10s.
I'm not. I'm probably the least selfish person.
I think that's my thing. I think I'll get comfortable. I'm like, oh, I really like it. So 10, 10, 10. And it will lose value of the 10.
It's Henry.
Well, let me ask you this. What is a 10 to you?
Ooh.
Okay, the one movie that popped in my head is The Conjuring.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm with
that
him.
movie gets a 10 and this gets a 9?
I'm with him on that. I am with him on that, with that being a 10.
What is
There's
this,
a reason. Okay,
what
that's
is this
my
show called?
The paranormal that's my realm. But
What is this show
at
called?
the time
Is
when
this show
that came
called
out,
Millennial Horror with Sir Sturdy?
Yes, sir.
So we're
No,
at-
I'm a huge classic fan. I love this movie. I'm not saying it's a 9 for now. I said.
I love the classics. I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh, I Know What You Did Last Summer. Fuck that movie.
Nice.
And Scream and go with it.
All right. So to be fair, I knew that was going to start some controversy, so that's why I went with that. But it's an 8 for me. It's a classic.
Still too low.
It's
Still
a classic.
too close
it's
to Weed
something
Wolf.
that comes up, but it's dated, and I always saw this as a sci-fi movie, not a horror movie.
Yeah, but
Still
Sci-fi,
too much.
sci-fi is still horror though.
but here's what I was going to say against his argument is put us 5 in that situation. That's a scary fucking
Killing
situation.
everybody right off the rip. And then I'm going to end up finding out I was actually the one that was the fucking mimic. I'm killing everybody right off the rip, and then I'll find out later that I was actually the fucking thing.
You see this? That's why they didn't bring any Puerto Ricans with them. They're like, nope, these guys are way too violent. We'll just bring the black ones.
I like Facebook user. I don't know who Facebook user is tonight, but Facebook user spot the fuck on.
That's Henry.
Who?
Henry. Sturdy brother.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I found it was very horror-esque in a way too. With well, there's a lot of body horror and ridiculous paranoia, and like, yes, bringing out the worst in people with their paranoia as well.
Yeah.
I mean, they're in a room pointing blowtorches at each other at one point, man. Like, fucking, you gotta sleep sometime, motherfucker, type deal.
Yep.
Merry Christmas.
I will say this. This is the best John Carpenter movie of all time. I don't care what anybody says.
Yes, I think it's mine as well. Halloween is a close second. But,
he's made some other ones that are great, and I love.
Oh, I think The Thing is way better than Halloween.
Yeah, this is his best movie of all time.
But Halloween was fantastic as well.
I'm trying to think of other movies. John
did Prince of Darkness and the Mouth of Madness. He did. Shit, man, he did a bunch.
I agree with that, Henry. The setting was very big in this movie because if you're in like an urban area or a city, like you're saying, I think it takes the fear away too.
They were like in Antarctica.
I think that would amplify it, don't you think? There's a lot more people around that you may not have had experience with, or known that came in contact with it. So
you have the slight comfortability of possibly having backup versus isolation. It's just literally it'd be just us 5 with whatever.
And it's like, and you legit can't leave because there's a storm and you'll fucking freeze to death.
Oh no, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying in an urban setting where the population is increased, this is even more of a threat that you should be even more worried about because you don't know how long anybody was exposed to it for, who you could run into when you're going to look for backup. So who do you really trust in this situation? Period. Nobody. Kill everybody. Drop a nuke. Hiroshima that bitch.
So Return of the Living Dead.
I will give the effects and all that shit like a kudos.
I know could possibly be the thing.
Yeah, man.
Be stranger. Yeah,
they're all practical effects.
It would definitely be me. Acting like, hey man, how you guys doing? Then boom.
Rob Bottin's effects in this are some of the best ever made, hands down, and inspired so many more.
Yeah,
I can't even argue that.
Like everybody, I love Tom Savini. Tom Savini is one of the greatest special effects artists of all time. Stan Winston, Rick Baker, but Rob Bottin, what he did in this movie is just top tier. Yeah. And they'll say it too.
Especially for its time, too. I mean, I guess you had to do it in the 80s because you didn't have the technology you have now, but still, like, not even with the technology now, but more so with the, the stuff to make the special effects. Just like physical things make even that stuff looks better now, or is made better now. So it's more, for certain things, it's more flexible or more rigid, whatever it needs to be. And it's like, even back then, still, it beats out a lot of fucking movies just with the special effects alone. I'm just talking the special effect. That was so fucking beautifully done. And I think the isolation makes it look even better. I think just the isolation makes everything about it better. The story better, of course.
Bro. That fucking, when the dog splits open and the head and everything, like Resident Evil, fucking Evil Dead, fucking Stranger Things, like even to this time, they're still trying to replicate that now with the newer technology. And that shit looked fucking dope here.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing that amazes me is, was it Friday the 13th? And I love Friday the 13th and everything it did, but even like Savini doing the head on the toothpicks, kind of holding it together when it gets cut off, looks cheesy. And 2 years later, you're telling me the head ripping off of Norris's face, or Norris's head ripping off and then turning into the spider.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
It could be a couple things though, man, because it could be okay. They seen what they did in Friday the 13th. Like, okay, we have that as like the start. We're starting from this point now, so we don't have to come up with where they got to. We're starting from this point, and then we can kind of build up from there and make it better. Maybe that's the thing, or maybe they were just better at it. Or maybe they started sooner as far as creating it, or started around the same time as far as creating it. They're like, okay, let's work on this a little bit more. Let's give it a few more tweaks. I don't know, but this does look better, and you guys know I'm
moving and shit. You know what I mean? Like that shit was fucking dope.
The shit with the dogs, when that shit split, I was like, oh my god, that shit still looks
amazing.
Like like you were saying a minute ago, Chris, with Stranger Things and all that, and how a lot of things are trying to look like the 80s, because it's crazy. I mean, I know I was a baby in the 80s, but as crazy as the 80s were, the movies are just fucking like everybody. I feel like everybody can go back to those films. If you grew up on them, especially, or if you were an adult in that time, like Mick was, then it's like
not that old.
I wasn't trying to say that they were trying to mimic the 80s. I'm just saying that they're still trying to perfect the art of some of these transitions and the horrific things that were created back here with the practical effects. Now they're trying to make them look perfect with CGI and all this shit, and it's still just. To me, I mean, it's hard to top some of the shit here, man. It really is. It really is.
It is. And I mean, that tells you something. That tells you a lot. This movie came out in 82. It's fucking 2022. This movie's 2 days away from being 40.
It's the same age as me.
Same days, less is more.
40. Yeah, Mick.
Hey, at least he's not still saying he's 28 every year. You know what I mean?
That's true.
I never said that.
No, I'm just saying, people do that.
28.
Yeah, that's true. They do.
40. He's been saying that for the past 40 years. How old are you, sir?
Are you a vampire?
He is.
Can I pull up a picture?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to do that. I want to show you guys something.
It's not one of your news, is it?
Zombie dick. Zombie dick. No.
Oh, it won't let me.
By the way, how you doing, Sean?
Not too bad. And yourself?
Oh, I can.
Good, man. Good.
Right.
That's good.
I'm glad you're not a thing.
We don't know that. He's in the dark.
It's true.
Yeah.
Could just be his head.
It's behind me. You just can't see it.
See?
Nice.
Don't say
I'm like
any last words to my
using me like a puppet.
Ew.
Yeah.
My zombie dick is the best.
Hey man, you can't get pregnant.
First of all, I don't want to hear anybody who asked us to watch Weed Wolf say "ew" to my zombie dick.
Right.
Fucking hate that movie so much.
It's still better.
Hold on, I'm gonna share this real quick. All right.
Oh, here we go.
Hold on, share that, and then I'm gonna pull up the picture. Look at that. That is Dean Cundy right in the middle there with the entire Outpost31.com crew.
That's awesome.
Oh wow!
Now, do we know who Dean Cundy is, right?
The name definitely sounds familiar.
The DP of this movie.
Okay.
The director of photography for this movie.
Okay.
For Back to the Future, for Jurassic Park.
That's why I know Back to the Future.
He's done tons of stuff. Well, they did a Thing reunion, and so Outpost31.com has been around since like 2001. They're huge. I joined it in 2002. We became moderators, and it was just like a basic chat room back in the day. That crew is amazing. They're all fantastic. And we had a reunion in 2016 at Monster Mania Con because they were having like most of the cast of the Thing there.
Oh,
and Wilford Brimley, that was like one of his last conventions before he passed. So we had like a really good time there talking to them, doing the panel, stuff like that. But Dean Cundy and Nick Castle came out to dinner with us at a reunion.
Wow.
Cool.
And everybody's up there asking Dean Cundy about the Thing, like over and over. How'd you do this? Like, what did all this stuff? And all I want to do is ask Back to the Future questions constantly. But like that's the impression that this movie leaves. Like it's huge. Like people adore this.
Oh fuck yeah! I wonder how many people it inspired to get into special effects, like that weren't even thinking of, not people that were kind of like dipping their toe in it, but someone who wasn't even thinking about it and seeing a movie like this and seeing more of his work and then maybe watch some tutorials and shit.
And then being like, I need to fucking do this now.
I want to do that. I want to do that. It's like watching a magician, right?
I want to do that, but like actually going out and doing it and then being successful at it. Like this is the reason why, like, because I'm sure there's plenty of fucking people out there. I can almost guarantee it. But it would be cool to figure out like that one person that had no interest in doing it at all, just was a horror fan like us, let's say, and then was just like, I'm fucking doing this, and was just a beast. That would be awesome. I want to talk to that person. I
100% guarantee that if you talk to any special effects artist that was a kid back then and is doing it now in the industry, the Thing will be on that list.
Facebook usually gives it a 9.
Gotta be.
Yeah.
The things they achieved in this movie are just nothing short of brilliant. And the only reason it was a bomb was because E.T. came out that year. And look at it. I would say this stands the test of time over E.T.
I agree.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. And that ending is a bit of a controversy with the ending.
They're both, because we reviewed E.T. on Popcorn and Pine, so that's why it's like kind of in the back of my mind. They're both really good movies, but it's tough. I guess.
You think E.T. is better than this?
No. I'm just saying, as far as like the discussion, as far as it being brought up and stuff.
Why do you all want to hurt me tonight?
No, you're not listening to me. The circles that I'm in, which is mostly like horror stuff, the Thing is brought up a hell of a lot more than E.T. is. A hell of a lot more. So you make that. That's what I was getting at. You just had to let me get there. You know?
I mean, I get why E.T. is beloved and such, and I mean, listen, I grew up on E.T. That's 40 years old this year too. I watched it as a kid, but this to me, like E.T. is a fun movie. It's a Spielberg movie. And as far as Spielberg movies go, he's like Tom Cruise. They put out movies that you're gonna have fun with, except for Schindler's List. Nobody's having fun with
Also, it's like it also has kind of a nostalgia effect to it because it's a movie that you would watch as a kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're not really getting immersed in horror as much when you're like a fucking toddler, say. So
I used to
kind of
hate
watching.
E.T. as a kid.
Wow.
Yeah, I find most kids did.
I fucking hated E.T. back in the day. Now I watched it because of Popcorn and Pipes, and I was like, this ain't bad. This is all right. I can see cuteness to it, but at the same time, I fucking hated it. I
always liked it. There were some weird parts in it. There was some creepy moments with E.T. and Elliot and shit. It was a little weird.
E.T.
There is a scream queen. There is a scream queen in this movie. Does everybody know where?
Say what?
There is a scream queen, a bona fide horror scream queen in this movie.
I'm trying E.T.
Is it the computer voice?
Are we talking E.T. or are we talking The Thing?
No, we're talking about The Thing. We're back to the good movie.
Okay.
Oh, really?
I was like, it's either The Thing or when they're doing all the voices that are coming out of the monster or something. Like, she must have been one of the voices in that or something.
Now, is Adrienne Barbeau played the voice of the chess?
The chess machine. Get the fuck out of here.
No?
That's awesome.
I did not know that.
Aaron,
she was Carpenter's wife at the time.
Oh,
okay. Makes sense now.
Yeah. Classic movie from a legendary director.
Funny that you mentioned that. Both this and E.T. fit that category.
True that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Has anybody seen the original, The Thing from Another Planet?
No.
I almost watched it today.
I meant to today and just forgot. I meant to watch it before I watched this one, just because I've never seen it. Now
it's a good creature feature nuclear film.
Okay.
I think everybody should check it out. This is like, don't try and you can't compare the two.
Oh no, absolutely not. I mean, if you tried, there's a reason why when people say The Thing, they're talking about this movie. They're not talking about the one from the 50s. I know it had a longer title and all that shit, but they're talking about this movie. Like, even if they were both called The Thing,
they're not talking about the prequel.
They would be talking about this right here, and they're not talking about the ones from the 2000s, right?
2011, I think it came out. 2012.
Yeah.
2011 was the prequel,
Mm-hmm.
which was the Norwegian camp. The Thing from Another World, I think, was 54. It was either 54 or 56. One of those two.
56, yeah.
And then, of course, there was a book called Who Goes There. It was a short story, I should say. And for a shameless plug for a friend of mine who runs Outpost31.com, he wrote a prequel book called Snowblind to this.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and it's all about MacReady and how MacReady ended up in the Antarctic. It is official. He went and he talked to the cast. He got the okay from everybody, Carpenter, everybody. So
nice.
it is
I'll check.
official. It's a good read too.
That's dope.
Yeah, now I want to read it.
So it's a pretty hefty book, but it's worth it because it's just a fun read.
Nice.
So cool. I mean, there's some good stuff out there. The video game was great for PlayStation.
Never played it.
I remember that.
Yeah, I never got to play that.
It was fun.
That's still my favorite ending.
It's funny you say that because I was just thinking to myself as I'm watching this movie earlier today. I'm like, this would make such an awesome fucking video game.
Yeah, this will make a good survival horror game, like Resident Evil, like Last of Us or something.
I hope they remake it because I had a fucking laugh playing it before. And you'd run around and you'd find survivors, but you don't know if they're the thing or not, and they don't know if you are either. So when you first find them, they ain't coming near you. They're like, stay the fuck away from you. But you need them because they're like an engineer, and you need an engineer to help you fix this door. So you actually have to give them weapons.
Oh shit!
To earn their trust, and sometimes it's the only weapon you have, and you're like, okay, well here, take this, but you got to come with me, and then you got no weapons, and then they could end up being the thing, and fuck, it's brutal.
They can
yes, Facebook user. It is unofficial because they wanted to leave it open just in case another movie was made, but it is a direct sequel to the first one.
Interesting.
With what you just said, Sean, they could just remake that game, easily make that an online game, easily make it online for everybody. So, like, say if we're playing, right? You're going through trying to find people to figure out if you're survivors or not. You got to figure out if I'm a survivor or the thing, and all of us playing or whatever. And that would be a fun fucking thing to do.
There's a board game version of it too that does that.
Yeah, I've got it, and I've got the thing, and I also have Who Goes There.
Nice.
It's 2 different games, and then there's a newer version of the thing that was a Kickstarter.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
It hasn't been released yet.
Now I got a question. So was there just one thing, or was this thing replicating?
Well, it's
There
kind
were
of
multiple.
like a hive mind.
No,
So, like,
that's actually not. They were not hive mind. The thing didn't know if someone was another thing. That's why they could. That's why the popular misconception among people who watch the movie, they say, "Why didn't they just team up?" It's because they didn't know who else was the thing.
Oh, so the thing
If they took over, they just didn't know which one was. Like Blair didn't know who was the thing or who wasn't the thing. Some he had suspicions, like he knew Clark wasn't. That's why he was saying, "Watch Clark," and he was, but like he didn't know who else was or wasn't because it's not. They're not hive. They're their own entity. It's an organism that can affect. In fact, but they don't have the thinking.
Yeah, like in the dog pen, I figured he was trying to make as many of them as he could with there's 4 dogs, 5 dogs there. Let me fucking, spread myself here. Now I got a clan, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And sometimes they just
devours everything and then replicates that way.
Right, and then if it gets broken apart, like when the head...
I thought with the blood test that it kind of, it kind of helped. That's why I thought it was like a hive mind. One, because it would, like, say with the dogs, you get the one dog that would devour all the dogs to replicate all the dogs. But wouldn't that just be like the one entity controlling all dogs, like a hive mind?
It's just seizing opportunity at that
blood
point.
would just shoot back towards, I think it was Palmer at that point.
I mean, so essentially, if they would have fucking ripped somebody apart or blew them up, technically each little bit could have been its own new thing, correct?
Yeah, if it can get away, it's not frozen. It can, or burned, it can get you. A lot of people are wondering when Blair was infected. Some say that it might have been when he put the pencil to his mouth because the pencil was touching the thing. There's a few different.
Wait, Blair was the doctor, right? That was doing the autopsy.
Yeah, he was Wilford Brimley's character. Like the guy started shooting up the place.
Also, at one point, weren't they sharing a knife?
And that's the other thing that I didn't understand. When they were cutting their thumb to get the blood sample, the dude just wipes it on his pants. I was like, "Fuck you, torch this shit."
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, hold up. So he was sterilizing the wire to test everybody's blood, but they did not sterilize the thing to cut everybody.
Yeah. That's how it spread right there.
Just wipe it on your jeans. That's it. Just wipe it on your black dirty ass jeans. Don't even sterilize it.
They would not survive Corona.
No, not at all. They'd all be sick in bed that whole winter.
They would have got Corona and then the monkeypox right after.
Yeah.
Fucking Mick, what are your thoughts about the with the ending and the bottle?
Well, I do think that because he made gasoline out of all, put gasoline in all the bottles. So
that's the other thing.
I maintain that it was his test, and that's how we know Childs was not. Dean Kundi also came out and said that if you see, whenever you look in the thing's eyes, if there's a glimmer of light, I believe that's their human. And if there's no light, they're just dark eyes. They're not. And at the end there, Child's eyes are dark. So that's, again, a lot of it's left to interpretation. I don't think they thought about all this, but I think it's there. So some things were just kind of thrown in. Because the DP can do that and never tell anybody that he's doing that. Yeah. Or the special effects, they could be like, well, I want to throw in my little clue or something, stuff like that. So
with the drink being shared, you were saying that you think that was his test. So he faked drinking it because it was gasoline, gave it to the guy, and if the guy didn't know it was gasoline and drunk it, he's a fucking creature.
Yeah, because you wouldn't know the difference.
And Kurt Russell you didn't see him drink out of it at all. He just has the bottle in his hand and he turns around. And then you can see him, he kind of looks half scared and he's kind of like reaching out with the bottle. And as soon as Charles drinks it, McCready starts kind of giggling as if to say, like, fucking got ya.
So that's okay. So that's kind of why he said, "Well, let's just sit here and see what happens." Got you.
Mm.
Yeah.
You know, there are 2 alternate endings to this movie.
No, did not.
No.
I know now.
So one that you'll never see. It was only in test footage. Was McCready sitting in a doctor's office and the camera pans away from him down a hallway. Him being the only survivor. You'll never see it. It's never been put on DVDs or anything, but it is out there. The second one was a TV alternate ending, where after they do that and they share the bottle and they talk, cut to the next day, the camp is still burning, and a dog is running away. He's headed for the ghost. So, yeah, it's a couple people threw in different things because I think they wanted more finality to it at one point, the studio, and Carpenter was like, I want to leave it open-ended, which I think is brilliant.
Yeah, it is.
Right. Part of his unofficial Apocalypse trilogy.
Oh.
Well, what would have been the other one?
First of 3. There was, The Thing, In the Mouth of Madness, and Prince of Darkness.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like I haven't seen both of those.
Watch every one of them. They're amazing.
Yep. In the Mouth of Madness has Sam Neill in it. He does a good job as well.
Mouth of Madness.
Okay. That's a hard one not to argue for being one of his best too, because In the Mouth of Madness is brilliant, but The Thing is just
too great.
Yeah.
Yeah. What we got here?
What's coming up for next week?
Oh, Cannabla. Called it.
Sean, this one's for you.
Uh-oh.
Come on, something good.
Here we go. What we got? What's the movie?
I think that, the one movie that, I didn't like it. You guys didn't mind it. The worst movie off here. I think that's gone now.
What was it?
I forgot.
Man, you got some great choices on here.
The fuck was it?
Did it a couple weeks ago.
Love to see what you guys get.
Oh, Jack Brooks Monster Slayer.
Yeah.
That's right.
That was actually I was working the Florida Film Festival and that premiered in 2007 or 8.
Curtains.
I worked both years. I'm not sure.
Curtains
for you guys.
I think I've seen this before.
Curtains.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
like his little voice. Curtains.
I might have seen this too.
You know what? I can't remember if I've seen it or not. I know I've seen that cover art a million times over every time.
Yeah, me too. That's why I'm like.
But I can't remember if I've seen it.
You're just thinking of NSYNC Bye Bye Bye.
I'm gonna bump my score up to a 10.
Same here.
From a 9.5.
So you guys are both 9.5 now?
No, we're going 10. I'm going 10.
Okay, and what do you say, Chris?
I'm staying right at an 8.
That's too close to Weed Wolf.
It wasn't, dude.
Too close.
Like I said, I wasn't scared. As far as, I thought it was cool, the visual effects and everything. I was even watching it with fucking earphones in, okay, as loud as I could. I wasn't scared, and I kind of felt like it was a little bit I don't want to say it was a slow burn or drawn.
Wait a second. What did you watch this on? What did you watch this on?
With earphones in.
What did you watch it on?
My tablet.
You son of a bitch.
Why?
A tablet.
You put this
on. Why don't you watch it on your phone?
Try and see this on the biggest screen you can.
Well, I couldn't.
Yeah.
Get your ass to the movie theaters. They're playing it now.
Yeah, I'm good. It wasn't worth it. It's not worth the
It is.
$2.
An 8 is not worth it.
It's too old for me to spend money on.
Oh my god!
This movie was playing around here.
You're killing me.
Well, it's been a good night. I must retire.
Oh man.
Wow.
It was all right. It was all right. I'd rather go watch like Who Framed Roger Rabbit or something theaters.
Fine, that's fine. Listen. There's lots of movies out there. There's lots of movies out there in the world. I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, the first Mortal Kombat had revolutionary technology.
I swear to fucking God. You're comparing this movie.
I'm just fucking with you, man.
I'm hurt.
I'm just fucking with you.
I know, but you still like. It's like you stabbed me in the chest, not the heart. There's the chest, and then you were like, "Dude, I'm just messing with you, though." And it's like it doesn't.
You'll heal. You'll heal. You'll be fine. I'll put a Band-Aid on it for you.
I'll heal, but it doesn't take the pain away.
You'll always have something to remember me by.
Like there's not many movies on Sturdy's Wheels that I'm like I will ardently defend, but this is one of them.
I mean, if this kind of falls in the range of The Sound of Music for me.
Fuck you.
How is that even?
He knows why he said it. He knows why he said it. He
said the genres, but the scales are even.
That was a low blow. He was punching right at the nuts there. He was like, "Nah, fuck this guy. I'm gonna take him out by the hip."
Oh man.
Okay, so John, for not even a backstory, that's Mick's Blood Lake, The Sound of Music.
I fucking hate that movie.
See?
There's nothing to it. It's a fucking boring movie. It's 3 hours of boredom, and then it's like, hey, we're gonna show Nazis now. Oh, it's over. Fucking credits.
Every time we bring up this movie, he has a rap for it.
Fucking.
I didn't even do it this time. I was gonna be nice.
Fucking Chris had to throw it.
Roses and.
It's fucking come on. Say something else.
Here's
the funny thing. I say I hate that movie. I say I hate that movie, and people are like, "You hate musicals?" No, I fucking love musicals. No, that's not the case. I hate that movie.
Have you seen Cannibal?
Bullshit. Which one?
Cannibal the musical?
No, I haven't.
No, I don't think so.
It's awesome. It's one of the first, if not the first, Trey Parker and Matt Stone had done.
Oh, I did see that. Was it called Cannibal? I thought it was called something else.
Cannibal the musical.
Oh, I have seen the Trey Parker and Matt Stone musical.
Trauma picked him up. They were like the only studio that didn't pretty much laugh him out of the building.
That's because Lloyd is fucking great. Lloyd will always take care of people.
That's good.
And yeah, it's awesome. It's about the gold rush in Colorado.
Yeah.
A group of people going up and getting caught in the wilderness in the winter and freezing to death and having to resort to cannibalism because they're lost in the woods but it's like at the same time this happy musical.
That's the way it is.
Mick, did you smack your mic again?
What?
I said, Mick, did you smack your mic again?
What?
Did you hit your microphone again? I'm getting an echo.
On me?
I don't know where it's coming from. I just hear it.
Here. I'll mute. Tell me if you hear it.
Yeah.
Nope.
Well, you know what it is? It's my microphone hears everything Chris is saying about me and fucking with me. And it's like, just get off the show. Just get off the show. They don't want you. They're attacking you. You're being attacked. This is triggered.
No.
This is my triggering. Like where millennials get triggered by like, I don't know, fucking bread.
Work. By work.
Oh shit.
Listen, side hustles are work.
Oh man.
It was a joke, everybody.
On his part.
Okay.
I forget what the millennial. I was born in '83. Am I a millennial? I don't even know.
We're supposedly we're on the cusp, but like I doubt it though. I don't believe it.
I heard we're zennials.
I don't know.
I don't believe it. I don't identify with anything that's afraid to get dirty or fucking hurt for a day or two because you did something.
If Sturdy had his way, he would call me a Victorian era fucking gentleman. He thinks I'm old as shit. I'm same age as the fucking movie we're talking about.
So when did you hang up your powdered wig?
Right.
Fucking dead. Oh my god.
If we got him any of this stuff to wear, he would just like, fuck it, I'm gonna wear it. I'm going out.
I would know. If you got me any of the stuff to wear, I'd know exactly how to put it on, right?
Mm-hmm. There you
Because
go.
I'm that old, you dick.
Man, I'm 39. I'm almost at 40.
Ask you, Mick, are you the type of parent that would say if that you knew that would annoy or embarrass your son, would you go like out and about in the store with him dressed as whatever that is?
I would not.
You would not.
I'm not the type of parent to embarrass their kids. I don't think that helps. There's too much bullying in the world anyway. I don't think that to add to it is good. I'm the type of parent who's like, oh, that kid's a bully? I'm going to kick him off that bench. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm the type of one that's like, you know what? You're going to run into them. Let me prepare you now.
No, I teach my kids. I'm like, stand up for yourself. It's like nobody else can be able to do it for you.
No, that's right.
Yeah, I'm going to be horrible. I'm going to bully the shit out
So
of
we
him.
are old, is basically what we're saying here.
I can't beat my kid apparently these days, so I'm going to bully him.
Jesus Christ.
Beat him so he's
I'm going to sit him down and have him watch Weed Wolf over and over, and then I'm going to have him watch
You're going to mentally beat him.
Psychological torture.
Yeah. That can be worse.
Okay, what if you did that to your child and then they ended up liking the movie?
Yo, like if I got a classic car or something,
raise the monster.
yeah, if I got a classic car or something, and they crash it or something, they're watching Wee Wolf and Blood Lake back to back.
Oh my god, why do you hate your kids?
I'm saying if they crash my car, bro.
Yeah,
That's no.
Like if it's a 40, 50-year-old car that I've like pristinely maintained and restored, yeah, they're lucky I don't put them back where they came from.
they're not even.
It's not like I'm glad you survived that horrible car accident, but now I'm going to make you.
I'm gonna scar you for life. I'm gonna
I
make
wanna
you
know
remember
what
never to crash a car ever again.
I want to know what 40-year-old car you're maintaining. Is it a Chevy Nova?
No,
It's 1982, buddy. There's no cars that you're maintaining from that age. A Buick? Was it a Buick? Tell me if it was a Buick. Was it Oldsmobile Supreme?
No.
When did the last El Camino come out?
Had to be 70s, maybe 80s.
I think it was early 80s.
80s.
Still, you're not getting that one. You're trying to go as old as
because they had the Monte Carlo front end and like, right? That was the last one, I think.
Yeah.
When was the last El Camino? A few years ago with fucking what's his name from Breaking Bad. 1987 was the last El Camino.
So it had the G
I
body.
thought it was early 80s. Oh, well.
That doesn't count. You want one from the 70s? We all know it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Of course.
Fucking if your kid crashes your car, that's your fault if you give him the car. If you're maintaining your car for 50 years and you hand him the keys, that is your fault, and you should watch Weed Wolf over and over again.
Well, obviously, at that point, they would have shown me that they were responsible enough and good enough of a driver for me to let them drive it. But then if they go out on a joyride, they start acting up and they get into some shit, they crash the shit. It's better than getting stuffed right back where they came from.
Chris, how many kids do you have?
I don't have any yet.
Exactly. When you have kids and they get hurt, you're going to be like, oh, shit.
Nope.
I'm worried about you.
Nope.
Not, I'm going to psychologically torture you with this movie I watched once.
Nope. I'm like, yo, life ain't getting any easier these days. You need to figure it out. Suck it up. Let me know if you need some help figuring it out. I've been through a couple of things, not the same.
Yep. Who's a parent here? Everybody raise your hand if they're a parent here. And let me ask you this. Did you say these things too, like I did before I had kids, and then when you had kids, you just fucking melted?
Oh, I think the first time and every time after I've seen either of my kids get hurt, it hurts me more than it hurts them.
Oh yeah, 100%. And even when you have to discipline a child, and you look at this small being that is half you, and you're like, God damn it! Like you don't want to do it, but you got to.
But and it's brutal, but it's it's I find just talking to them.
Yeah, at this point I just try to convey it to them.
Is it bullying your kid doing pranks or sneaking up on them and scaring them?
If it's not hurting them, like if you're into it, like if my kid is telling me I'm afraid of horror movies, I'm afraid of this, I'm afraid of that, I'm not going to do that.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
But like both my kids love horror movies because I love horror movies and we connect on that sense. So we do during October what is called Scare Month.
Nice.
Where we just get, my wife is out of it. She's like, do not fucking add me to this. So, and I have to tell them, like my 5-year-old last year was trying to scare the shit out of her all the time. I'm like, no, she's not in it.
Like, listen, if you do this, you're going to get all of us in trouble. Then we can't do this anymore.
Exactly. So now we just have to, so it's like, it's us. So like all month, it's fair game. We can scare each other.
That's awesome.
And I give it to them. I'm like, and they will try and scare me. And I'm like, listen, I'm not going to actively go after you. But if you guys are coming after me, you're going to get scared.
See, I would try to figure out a way to have the wife help me with a prank or something. Maybe like lay her out in the bed with fucking ketchup everywhere or something. Make the kid think she's dead with me, have a knife or something. Like, oh,
Christ, Chris. Jesus. That is dark.
That's like psychological trauma.
Like how my breakfast ain't ready? Mom, open the door to the bedroom.
No, that is not the scares I'm talking about.
Gotcha. Yeah, your kid would need fucking therapy, man.
I think more of like, hey, this would be on both ends because I love content. It would be more of like, okay, when you try to scare somebody, if you can have your phone out or have it set up, propped up, recorded to where you're going to scare that person. That would be my thing, and then just post it on TikTok, wherever. I wouldn't even give a shit. But I think I would. I know that's something I would do because it'd just be funny. And then if they get you, like I think maybe when they're real little, just to make them feel good and to make them actually keep playing the game, pretend I'm scared. Mm-hmm. But that's only gonna last for a little while. And then once it gets, then it's like okay.
I'll make things to scare them. Like we have this big giant witch statue and stuff like that. But like my extent is like I'll put it in a room. I'll go down into my office. And we have like Alexas that go to each room.
Nice.
And I'll just be like, I will go into the room that I put the doll, and I'll throw my voice by talking through the Alexa into that room, calling them. And then they'll like run up to that room, and as soon as they open the door, game is on. This thing is scary. And then they'll like do shit like that to get me. I'm not going to psychologically torture them by thinking their mother was murdered.
So you're not going to try to recreate any scene from Paranormal Activity where they drag off the bed and fucking like go to the ceiling magically in the middle of the night?
I mean, I'll sit under their bed and grab their foot that night or something, but like that's the extent. Like, no,
even that's like kind of like that's like top tier scare a kid.
Can we recreate Nightmare on Elm Street and him come through the bed and fucking grab the kid and suck him down into the bed?
No, because then your kid will sleep in your bed every fucking night afterwards, and
then they'll be like, "Babe, you got somebody at the door. I'm going back to sleep."
Yeah.
Chris, I truly hope you change your thinking when you have children, or don't have children, because you're gonna have medical bill or psychiatric bills for life.
No, they will, not me. At some point, they're off my med plan.
That's not how it works.
Responsibility. At my point,
but you're gonna be messed up until you get a job.
Fucking health plan and dental. Fuck that. Once you're 18, you got to flap. If you want to go before, that's your choice. Be my guest. Do what you got to do. Fly, birdie, fly.
Oh man, do I remember the days before children?
The cars are cheaper.
Yeah.
Oh god.
So the thing, huh?
Yeah.
I don't even know how we got way to where we are today.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a good question.
Welcome to the fucking Thunderdome.
Welcome to the madness. I'm not lying about that shit. Fuck. Did you guys like the latest version of the thing, the prequel?
Yeah, it's fine, but it's not. It just does not have one. Actually, I watched the featurette where they talked about what all the practical effects they wanted to do for it that the studio told them they couldn't. That movie would have been way better.
Yeah, I agree.
That's disappointing.
And there was a few things that I found were just a bit too lackluster. Like I remember when I first seen The Thing, like the '82, The Thing, and when they go to the Norwegian camp and there's the place is just in shambles, and there's that fire axe that's just sticking into the wall, and my mind just started racing, like, what the fuck happened here? Because there's so many things that could have happened where that axe was embedded into the wall. And then they kind of show how the axe got put into the wall in the prequel. And it's just, it's nowhere near as good as anything my mind came up with. It was just a lame fucking swing and a miss. Okay, leave the axe there.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
You know what I mean? Like
it should have been something either important, like stopping that part of the thing for that moment, or tragic to where you think it's someone, but you think it's the thing, but it's really the person. That's who you kill, and the axe is just in the wall from that kill, and you just leave it there for whatever reason.
Yeah, or if it's like, or if it's a person who is the thing being hunted by someone, or maybe it was just paranoia. Well, one guy's gone crazy, kind of like Wilford Brimley did.
Yeah.
But instead of a gun, he's got this axe, and he's just trying to fucking chop someone's fucking head off, man, chasing him through the halls. And then once the axe goes into the wall, he gets tackled and fucking knocked down and locked up or something. Even that, anything could have been.
So the 2011 one is the story of the Norwegians digging the thing up.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's supposed to be a
it's like so it's a prequel. It ends basically. The end of that film is the very beginning of the.
So we never actually know where it comes from or what's, you know what I mean?
I kind of wish that in a perfect world, which I know this isn't by any means, because like Chris wants to kill kids and
I didn't say kill my kid.
No, in a perfect world. That's the thing I didn't love about the prequel is like they Americanized it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like they brought in American doctors and they had to go to this Norwegian. Like, I mean, come on. Like, I get why they did it. It's a studio thing, but I thought like a movie like that, if Norway actually made the movie, and it was just like subtitles and everything, and it's everything that happened to them, and you actually did it as like more of an independent sort of piece, it would have been so much better. It would have been so good because they would have respected it more.
I wouldn't be mad at it.
But no.
I haven't seen it because I know I didn't hate it. I haven't seen it in a long time. I think I seen it when it first came out, maybe one time after. So I can't really judge memory right now.
I'm so high right now.
I'm so proud of you, Mick. So proud of you. I will be, but
I don't know. I might watch it. Who knows? I kind of would have wanted to see exactly the origin of the fucking thing, like what it was, where it came from, why it came, like, because the guy was like, by the judgment of the snow or whatever, the ice, that shit must have been here for 100,000 years at least.
Yeah, exactly.
Was it the original inhabitant of this planet?
Might have been.
Could have been the first thing that might.
You do see it in the beginning, like the saucer comes and lands. So that's about all you get, though.
But you don't know if it's. You don't know if it's coming here, like coming to Earth to do whatever it does, take shit over. You don't know if it's running from somewhere. Like you don't know if it's coming from taking over another planet. Wow, I just thought of this too. But that's kind of I like how that kind of started. Tell you there's not too. I wish you knew more about it, but at the same time, it doesn't bother me too much that you don't, because it gives you like you don't know why you really don't know why it's here. Like again, is it running from something? Is it just taking over different planets? What is it doing?
Is it trying
to build an army to go save its own planet? Like, what the fuck is it doing? Who knows?
And another question that I had was, does it have to kill the person in order to replicate him, or can it just replicate the person? Or was it just trying to survive by killing because it thought it was a threat?
Has to kill the host?
Yeah.
Either way.
And what the fuck was he doing to the dogs? What was he spitting? Why was it spitting at the dogs and like peeing on the dogs?
It's called making love.
Okay. Okay.
I'm a peacock. Let me fly.
James. Oh fuck. I don't have an answer to that one.
What's up?
I don't know. I don't know about that one though. Well, he's saying like, what's up with that scene?
Yeah, like it went berserk and it started like spitting at the dogs and shit. I was like, what's going on? Because it didn't do that to anybody else.
It's probably just getting its DNA into the dog, and then it will just start to. Because I think it was Fuchs was doing a lot of the research and was all like, everyone should start just preparing your pilot just don't eat out of the can.
Yep.
Because, and that's the thing, if you get any of that inside you, it'll just fucking.
That's it.
It's crazy.
Spread and just start fucking.
That's it. You're done.
Fucking up.
Because it was rad as fuck, Chris.
No, wait, what?
It was rad as fuck.
No, dude, listen. Like when the fucking dude kept having the stomachache, I was like, "What the fuck is about to happen to this guy?" You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden he's sitting there, he lays down, the guy that comes to check him, and his fucking chest just fucking Venus fly traps his ass. I was like, "Oh shit!"
Well, that's because he was having a heart attack. Because when it replaces your body, it still has the same conditions you do. Because it's replicating everything. So if you have a weak heart, you have a weak heart. So when he started having a heart attack and they went to go put the paddles, anytime you shock or burn or something, it's trying to protect itself.
Yeah.
That's why it opened up. The only reason it opened up is because I had no other
option.
Thing. It was there. It was stuck.
Shit was still dope.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh yeah, this was dope. This was a really good. I'm glad I gave it a 10. This is a really good movie. This is a really good movie.
It has 4 10s, Chris. It has 4 10s.
And it ain't, so it's going to average a 9. I'm sorry to say.
At least give it a 9. At least give it a
9.5.
If I can tell you one cool thing about this movie, would you think about giving it a 9?
I mean, we've already talked about a bunch of cool things about it. I mean, what else could you add to it to make it any cooler?
You should watch it again, but at least on a fucking TV. At least.
Yeah. You know what? Your 8 has an asterisk next to it.
Bullshit. Image quality is better on a smaller device anyway. Okay.
No, what? This movie.
Less pixels. It doesn't distort the image but blowing it up.
You can't appreciate all the nuance. Every nuance to it.
I'll tell you what. I'll find somebody who's got a Blu-ray, and I'll watch a Blu-ray with surround sound going.
John Carpenter stated this is his favorite film that he made.
Wow.
He's a little biased, though.
He could easily say Halloween.
He could have said Halloween. He could have said The Fog. He could have said other stuff.
The reason I use Halloween is because, yes, the thing you could say is a better movie, but Halloween's a way bigger name. Like, more people have seen Halloween than they've seen The Thing is what I'm getting at. Because casual, and everybody, if you're a horror fan, you're a horror fan. But I'm just saying casual horror fans that just watch, like, the Halloweens and all that kind of stuff may not have even heard of it, may not have seen it. They may have heard of it, but may not have watched it.
Well, that's when the slashers blew up, man.
Yeah.
People wanted the slasher instead of the Alien movie.
This day, though, like, I can name people that I've grown up with that haven't seen The Thing, but have all seen Halloween.
I didn't even
That's true, because I'm not a huge fan of Halloween, and I still talk a lot about Halloween.
Did the last 2 Halloweens and this one that's coming out, is this John Carpenter doing it as well, or is it just based on and somebody else?
He's doing the music.
That's it?
Yeah, he's just doing the music. He's only doing music now. He doesn't direct. Now, I will say with this, the Ennio Morricone soundtrack, the score to this movie, earns this at least a 9. That alone earns this at least a 9. Come on, Chris. Don't be difficult. Search your feelings. You know that to be true.
I don't recall me being like, you know what, this is really dope. I remember at one point me going, here we go with these tones. Like, this is just straight up the 80s. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just getting over fucking that era of movie. I don't know. It's to me, maybe it's starting to get a bit dated. Because everything is like the same within that era. There's very, very, very close similarities.
You need to change it up, dude. Don't get rid of Chris because we love him. So you have to start showing 90s movies more, so that way he doesn't start sleeping on the good 80s movies. Actually, stop showing shitty movies. Start watching the good ones.
Apparently, I just saw one, but I'm not at the same level. I'm not saying it's bad. Like I said, I was okay with it. It was fine. To me, it just didn't scare me as much. So I'm not.
Well, no, my point is Blood Lake and Weed Wolf alone are two movies that took up space for you guys watching good movies.
I'm fine with that, though. Fine with that. Why? Because it brings on that conversation, and now Blood Lake is going to be stuck in your mind, Mick, for eternity,
for life.
Like, even when you're in the old folks' home and you forget everything else, Blood Lake is just going to be playing in your mind over and over and over.
It will not.
I'm going to write myself a note just in case I fall into salinity, and I fucking remind myself to come hunt your ass down, because if I remember the shit while I'm losing my goddamn mind, you're going down, bro.
That's fine.
You're going down.
He right, kill Aaron.
I'm going to come find you in my goddamn wheelchair, and I'm going to run your ass over and then back up over you.
Oh, damn. That's probably fair.
Probably fair.
If I remember to. If I remember that I just read my Post-it note.
So if you got to remember all that stuff, that's a lot to remember.
When you have senility,
That's my point. That if I fall into senility and I still remember this shit, I'm gonna be very irate. You thought I was mad during the review.
Yeah,
true.
Well, before we pop up our end of the show plugs, people, next episode, Curtains, Tuesday, 8:00 Eastern Time. It's a Canadian Wheel pick, and I think I've seen it before, but I do not remember.
I can't remember if I have either.
I don't remember Curtains.
Sure.
I don't. I remember the cover, but we know what the cover looks like. I don't have to say it, so maybe that's what I'm thinking about it. But yeah. So next Tuesday. It's coming Tuesday. It's going to be Curtains. Now, any last things you guys want to say about The Thing or Chris?
It's not a movie, and if you haven't seen it, you need to go see it. Because what the fuck?
It's
where the
great.
fuck you
If you haven't, if you haven't seen it, you must be Chris.
Not for 40 years. If you haven't seen it yet, you gotta fix that.
Highly recommended. Highly recommended.
Yep.
Do me a favor. Do me a favor, kids. Put the tablets and phones away. Give yourselves 2 hours to watch this movie on the big screen.
If you can watch it, especially if you can watch it on the big screen, because it is in select theaters now.
Yes.
This weekend too. If you can,
whole new world with it.
It's not, unfortunately, I don't think they have it playing around by us at all, which sucks. And I'm
you have an Alamo?
AMC.
You know who might do it? Scotia Theater.
I don't even think they did it, which would be a perfect place to do it. But I don't even think they did it.
Oh, you're in Schenectady, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's probably going to be shown on the side of a barn tonight.
You're stupid. Jumping Jacks might be playing it.
Albany, filming the night in Washington Park or something.
Oh wow.
New York State. My brother lived up in Utica a long time ago. Sorry, I'm fucking high. You're hearing this story. So my brother lived up in Utica years ago, and so we would always drive up to go see him. And a fucking long ass trip. New York fucking state is so stupid long. It's ridiculous. I love it, but it's ridiculous. Great disco fries though. Anyway, listen to me.
Oh my god.
I don't understand why there are so many rundown barns on the side of the road. but they all had giant satellite dishes. Somebody explain this shit to me.
Because out of nowhere, you had no fucking signal. You had to have the biggest fucking saucer on your roof.
Those things were bigger than the fucking spaceship in this movie. They were so big.
Maybe
no, seriously, there's certain areas, man. There's like someone sneezes, power goes out.
someone farts.
Yeah, man.
All kinds of shit. Yeah, I want that. Now listen, we're in the city. We're not in the city.
Yeah, we're
in the city more. We're not in the farmlands. I'm thinking.
They're not far. They're not far away. Don't get me wrong. They're pretty close.
No.
I hate to break this to you guys. In the city in upstate New York, and it's not Albany, literally means you live in a tiny village of 3 people.
Even if you live in Albany, it's still the same thing. Believe me.
Yeah, I know.
From New York City, it's one of the smallest fucking things with the most populated people, and it's just always top. It's just like what? There's no city like it.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
I like upstate New York. I'm just picking on you.
He doesn't. It's fine. Not many people do. We don't like it that much either.
I give it a 6.
I'll give it a 6.
Fucking thing, or that you better not fucking lower the thing to a 6. All right, upstate New York. Okay, fine.
Yeah, the cities of upstate New York.
What do you give it, Jersey?
It's a 5 to her.
I fucking hate Jersey and the junk handle bullshit asshole fucking trash dump piece of shit place.
All right. Well, first of all, dickhead.
Sorry. You're from Jersey. My bad. I forgot.
Secondly, you're not wrong. Because I went back there this past weekend. I had to go to a workshop.
Oh, shit.
And man, does the fucking driving suck there.
It does. That's why I hate it so much. It's the worst.
It's so fucking bad.
No left turns.
Yeah, I mean, but I was so used to them when I grew up there that I was like, oh yeah, well, I'll just take the fucking ride down the water slide. That's the way it works. But it really sucks.
Yeah,
Jersey,
I don't understand
shit
Jersey and PA with the left exits and shit like that.
It's all
insane. Like everywhere else, everything is off to the right. Everything's off to the right. You go to there and you're like, "Where's my exit? We just passed the fuck."
It's weird. It doesn't even make any sense.
And then you get on it, and it's a fucking like half mile of a roundabout just to get off, instead of it being like make a left.
That's true. It looks like 2 nuts on a shaft. That's the way it works. But I'm gonna say this. Do you know on a sign, on a highway sign, how to tell if it's a left or right exit?
I just listen to GPS these days. I don't pay attention.
Now, on the big green signs,
yeah,
you know how they put exit number on the top and it's a separate sign?
Yeah.
If it's on the right of the sign, it means it's a right-hand exit. If it's on the left, it's a left-hand exit.
Never noticed. Never noticed.
Yeah, that's some fatherly advice right there. Mick is gonna have this conversation with his.
God damn it! I'm 40. I'm a year older than James.
I'm like
2 years older than you.
You're like Gandalf the Grey out here, bro.
I didn't even say you were oldest. All I said was that was fatherly advice, and you're gonna have the same conversation with your children one day.
You were treating me like old man Captain America.
I think I'm great.
He's an ageist.
You son of a bitch. He brings me on the show to talk about what all these movies were like in the movie theaters in
back
the year.
In the day. Back in their heyday. Mick knows.
Every time I come on here.
Back in the day, did you guys even have popcorn?
Every time I come on this show, I feel like I need to go buy a leather jacket or something because I'm having a midlife crisis.
Get a bomber jacket.
I hope you buy a leather jacket.
He's gonna come on one day in like a fucking Kango and aviators, smoked out aviators.
Listen, I'm not 100%
hanging, roast beef showing.
First of all,
motorcycle, got the motorcycle gloves and jacket.
No aviators for me, all right, sir. Ray-Ban all the way, or last Blockbuster sunglasses. That's where I got these.
Oh, Chris is taking his chest hair out again.
No, my chain came off. I was talking shit. My chain came off.
He's like, now it's the time of the show.
Karma. That's that shitty karma, man. Don't fuck with my stuff. Don't give my thing an 8 and talk about jug handles that way.
Listen, if I was rating your thing, I'd probably give it a 10, baby.
Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
He's like, fuck yeah.
Sean is like, what the fuck is going on right now, man? Like, what the fuck?
This is how we
can I go yet? Like,
oh no, I'm just baked, man, taking it all in.
Listen, my dick may not be the longest read, but I got it tattooed like a Coke can because you write Coca-Cola around the side.
Oh my God.
Lord have mercy.
I heard somebody say that one time. And it's the fucking
That's a
best
good
line.
one. I never heard
mercy.
that one. I never heard that. That was
Lord
good.
have mercy.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
fucking A.
Do any of those lines work?
I don't know. I heard it. It worked today. Made you laugh. That's the whole point.
That is true. That is true with those dumbass lines. Sometimes you're like, all right.
Would I use it on a woman? No. That's called like I'm pretty sure that's like 3rd degree assault now.
What about if you use it on your wife?
Wow.
No, my wife would.
Well, she knows the truth.
Yeah, she
my
already
wife would
knows.
be like, "No, it's not."
Yeah. You're like, you want me to show you? You're like, no. She's opening the drawer. She's like, want me to show you? I'm like, nah.
She'd get real close to it because she's this funny. She'd get real close to it and be like, "Why does it say pixie sticks?"
Nice.
What would make this all funny though is like, say if Mick went out and said that to her right now, then you see him just coming back, stomping, kicking the door open because he's mad at her response.
I gave the response and I get mad at her for it. Yeah,
I'm sleeping in here tonight.
That's it. No more baby carrots in this house.
it was good enough for you last night. She's like, I wasn't even home.
You're like, I know. I was talking to my hand.
I was talking to Jill.
Yeah.
Anybody out there who doesn't, any millennials who don't know.
Oh shit.
I think we're gonna wrap this one up, guys. Unlike
bullshit, I want Chris to puke himself.
Pamela Anderson.
Pamela Anderson.
I want to Henderson.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I got it wrong. No, go ahead. It's your show, Sturdy. I can't keep going.
I thought you were gonna say something else to Chris before I hit this. That's all.
I want to make him throw up laughing tonight. That's what I want.
Oh yeah. Good luck. There's only one way to do it.
Oh yeah.
Oh gosh.
I'm good.
All right.
He's gonna do it.
We'll get banned.
Scene Snobs, people. Go to scenesnobs.com. You will not be disappointed. Also, check out their amazing, awesome motherfucking Patreon because it's fucking dope.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm
kidding. Did you just fuck with my source of income?
I was like, it's one of my favorite podcasts. I watch him religiously.
There you go.
Dude,
watch
us all.
Tell people where they could find you.
Me?
No, Old Man Murphy. John.
Oh yeah. I actually got a new episode coming out this weekend, maybe Monday. Just because I'm lazy.
I love the honesty.
Yeah, like I got a couple filmed, and I'm just in the middle of editing it. But I've just, it's like, I'm just taking my time with it because, well, it's fucking warm out, and I'm tired.
Believe me and Sturdy know the pain. I got like 60 fucking game edits that are just sitting on my hard drive.
Yeah, and I've just been relaxing and just kind of recharging my batteries a bit because I've been full blast for a while. So, I'm going to kick back into it next week, and you can check it out. It's Old Man Murphy's Kitchen.
You're going to make some nachos?
Coming out. Oh, well, you'll have to see what's up. I made nachos last time, I think.
Yeah,
the last one?
Oh yeah, you did. Never mind. Yeah. I think that's why it was in my head.
Yeah.
But can I ask a question? Have you guys seen Bloody Summer Camp yet?
I want to say yes. Wait, no, never mind. It just came. No, I didn't.
I own it. I didn't see it, but I do.
Okay. Because no, the nachos reminded me of something. Sorry, I'm very high, dude. That's. I should probably go. I feel like
we're almost done. We're almost done.
Old Man Murphy's Kitchen is on YouTube, and there's links on Facebook and Z Network, and check it.
You're gonna get a lot of facts from it too. This guy he's something else.
Nice.
I'm usually a bit more talkative.
No doubt. And then I'm the worst damn gamer, aka Chris, the guy who can't rate movies correctly. Apparently, you can find me on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and TikTok. I got a ton of content, short form content for you on the TikTok. Keep it
not
going,
short and dick.
No, never. My OnlyFans might be dropping soon once I get enough followers. You know what I'm saying? So go over to the TikTok, hit the follow. Make sure you tell me you want to see the OnlyFans, and I might do that. No, I'm kidding.
I did just start an OnlyFans though.
Did you?
Yes.
Damn. Okay.
I'm not kidding.
Oh, he got close to the throw up part. He got close.
I'm not kidding. Not a joke. This is not a joke. It is true.
I get it. No, OnlyFans, I get it. It's a platform that's not just meant for fucking, sex workers. I get it.
He's selling feet pictures.
Oh, nice. Yeah, either way, come watch me be myself while I'm playing games on these podcasts here, hanging out with Sir Sturdy on Popcorn and Pints Saturday night, and also my podcast, The Midnight Matinee. We're doing Doctor Strange this weekend, Saturday. It should be airing. I'm not sure if it's going to be live or pre-record yet, and there's a reason for that, but either way, it will be airing. You can also go check out Dreams the Creator on his YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Pretty much anything in the digital scape, if it's photography, if it's marketing, if it's, making logos, doing a jingle, making music for you, filming your wedding and special moments for you, the guy can do it. He can show you how as well for all this digital stuff. He's got great prices. Let him know Sir Sturdy or Worst Damn Gamer Century. He'll hook you up with a dope ass price. Also, So Good to Scare, our boy up in Canada, Cal's running that one. I love this part of the Z Network because he's got tons of interactive stuff on his TikTok that you can do at in Stitch. If you have an independent film or project you've been working on that's 30 minutes or less and it's in the horror scape, you can actually load it up and give us permission to do a review of it right here on Sir Sturdy's podcast. If you throw it on the Facebook or get in contact with him, or tell Sturdy directly himself and he'll tell you how to do that when and where in just a second. One of our other homies on the Z Network is Joe of Any Last Words. She just started her own magazine for the horror heads. So go check her out. She has a Patreon you can support. She's on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and TikTok now as well. Everything from origin stories, recipes, and also movie reviews as well. If it's dark, if it's horror, Joe's got you covered. Go check her out.
Fucking hey, that was awesome.
Fuck yeah.
Not lying about anything that he just said. Now, every Tuesday and Thursday, you can come right here to Horror Reserve 30. Check us out. We review good and god-awful horror movies. Tonight, we got an amazing movie. And we also do the horror short reviews. So if you want us to review your short, send it to us, and we'll knock it out for you. We'll show it, have you on for an interview as well. Be a good time. And find out to find my content, just go to horrorreserve30.com. All my links and everything will be there. Make sure you guys also, I want to make sure I tell you guys this, make sure you guys also follow the Z Network. There's awesome creators on there. It's not just horror content. It's not just movie content. There's a comedian on there. There's a wrestling podcast on there. There's all kinds of stuff on there. Just go there, check everyone out on the Z Network, and show everybody love on all their socials and all that great stuff. Even if you don't listen to it, just show us the love. Get us the numbers. Seriously. That's all we're asking for.
Excuse me.
Same with Old Man Murphy. Same with Snobs. All of us. We all want the love. But anyways, you can check us out on Popcorn and Pints every Saturday night. This Saturday, we're reviewing The Great Showman and Dirty Dancing. So tune in for that. That'll be an interesting one.
Fuck yeah. I love those movies.
And Stories from a Bar. Make sure you check out that podcast. If you're ever coming up to the capital region, you want to know where you can get a good brew, you listen to Stories from the Bar. He'll tell you the great places around here. And some independent music. You guys want to hear some new music, some independent music you've never heard of? Check out because he's interviewing some amazing artists on there as well. So go ahead and check that out. Thank you guys for watching, listening, and all that fun stuff. Try not to get peed on. R. Kelly, you shouldn't be peeing on people. I'll see you tonight.
He ain't anymore.
Sean, I threw that in there for you. Well, he's probably peed on now.
Oh, damn it. I was going to throw in the thing about FanCon, which I started to see all the advertisements everywhere on the highway and shit like that.
Yes, I need to. You're right. I got it
All
next
good.
time. I'm actually going to do an intro.
Go to my OnlyFans and follow me. It's just pictures of me and animals.
Oh, that's
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Are you dressed?
Are you the animal?
No, it's different
Wait.
animals.
Are you talking about real animals or is this like a furry thing?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
too.
Are you like?
Man,
Are you
listen,
changing? Are you a polar bear one day, a cheetah the next?
I have a feeling you guys are going to need to subscribe.
Hey, Quick question for you though, while I got you. You want to do Doctor Strange? You got any time Friday, maybe tomorrow to record? So that we don't have to do it midnight.
What time tomorrow?
You tell me.
Let me let you know tomorrow because I don't know what my wife has planned.
Okay.
And I'm very high.
Okay. I figured I'd try it now. That might get me a yes.
I mean, listen, I want to be a yes. I heard you say Doctor Strange, and I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm in. And I'm like, wait, I don't know if I can do it this weekend. Oh. I can't do Saturday, but I can probably do Friday.
All right. Well, let me know.
I don't know. We'll talk about it off air.
Okay. No, we are off.
I don't want to disappoint all. I don't want to disappoint all of the.
I almost put you on the spot. I almost said, Mick will be with me on Saturday.
Dude, this gummy has taken such a hold. My eyes are starting to close.
Look, I see this.
Yeah, I know, man. Mine have been half shut. Well, dude, you can't really see it.
His eyebrows are up here, but his eyes are still down here.
Sorry, Sturdy. I ruined your show tonight, but I love you.
No, you're fine.
Oh, no, man. It was good.
This was fun.
Are you wearing fucking guy makes fun of Jersey, and this dude is straight up wearing no shirt underneath his fucking
tracksuit mafia all day, baby. Tracksuit mafia with the brown beef out with the gold,
with his fucking chain.
What? Hey,
that ain't a Schenectady look.
Hey,
you know where that look comes from.
Fuck out of here.
That's Albany. Just saying.
Well, this is Brooklyn. This was the Brooklyn Guineas. You know what I'm saying? Shit, that's where I got my original cow lick from.
Oh, that's fucking great.
All right, you guys be good. I'm out. Dinner's called.
Yeah, I'm out here too.
Night, everybody.
Later, y'all.
Are we off air?
Yeah, we've been.
Yeah. We have been for a little bit.
I'm going to bed.
I thought he was going to say something crazy. He's like, are we off air? I thought he was going to say something wild. He's like, I'm going to bed.
No, just bed. That's it.
But have a good one, everyone. I'll talk to you.
Everybody.
Peace.
Take it easy. Cheers.
Have a good night.
Always good seeing you guys. Free head giant safety pin. KLZessa00. Thanks for coming through. Hope you guys had a great time. I hope you guys caught the review of The Thing from 1982, starring Kurt Russell and a bunch of other top Hollywood names as well. I can't remember off the top of my head. It was a decent movie. It was a great movie. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Apparently, I watched it in the wrong format, so I'm going to have to go watch it again so that I can get it for the full experience as a truist and all that stuff. But I guess I'll have to do that. Either way, you guys will see me back here tomorrow night. Fortnite Friday, 10 p.m. I might stream during the day if I got some energy and I can get some of my other work done on behind-the-scenes stuff. But if not, definitely 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, tomorrow night, Fortnite Friday. Shit, I might also be recording my episode for Saturday of the Midnight Matinee, which we're reviewing Doctor Strange. So if you're into that, don't forget to tune in at Saturday midnight or go back and watch it later on. If you don't catch it within the first 2 weeks it's on Twitch, you can always find it on the YouTube page as well. So ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you. Thanks for coming by. Thank you for getting in the chat. The few of you that did. Love you. Peace. Love chicken grease because I got some legs in the oven right now. I'm out. Remember, be the world.